Hi, boys and girls. I'm back because I find this article is super interesting and I want to share it with you. Even though we've already seen the video and we've already gone through a few things, I want to take a few moments to share this article with you. You know that Miss Richards and I have been saying to you from the beginning of the year that some of the things that we study from prehistory are just theories still, because we don't have all the information. Scientists don't know everything. Scientists only know what they have, and they can only draw conclusions from what they have. So, given that information, scientists have to be flexible and easygoing. We talked about those pieces of a puzzle, right? You take this piece and this piece, you get a section of this puzzle, you get a section of this puzzle, you try and put them together. It doesn't always add up to an easy answer. We talked about how an object like this could be construed as something that you mix when you're creating a meal, or something to use for hunting, a stabbing item. It could be something to use for maybe carving something, or it could be used as a writing utensil. So it's hard for scientists in prehistory because it's before the time of writing, so they're not sure about everything. In this particular article, there's a new discovery of human fossils in a more southern part of Africa versus that eastern central section that we've talked about before with the fossils. And this is a rendition. This rendition of Homo Naledi took 700 hours to put together. So they found the bones of this creature, and then they put this together using all different reconstructive techniques, including bone scans. The scientist behind this discovery is a man named Berger, and he was ridiculed and kind of laughed at in his community. For 20 years, he really thought that Southern Africa had more to offer, more information, and other people in his community, other scientists were literally laughing him out of different meetings that they would have, different get togethers, and say that he didn't know what he was talking about. Well, Bircher stuck with it. And as it comes to find out, there's a discovery in this particular cave down here. I want to show it to you. That's the entrance of the cave. And then I want to show you this quick diagram because it's just pretty interesting. This has nothing to do with the science of it, but just kind of a cool little tidbit. So people can enter here and here and here and then go through this. This is the crazy part, you guys. The cave explorers had to go through this section right here, which is like 7 to 10 inches wide, super skinny. Not anything mushy. It's a cave, hard cement type structure on both sides. People had to squeeze through there. Then they got into this area, and they had to come up and down in here. This is where they found these new fossils, and they made this new discovery. And so, and it's a strange discovery because it was nothing like they had seen before. It wasn't matching up to any particular groupings that they already had, and so they had to create a new group of fossils there, or new discovery of the genus. But back to this movie, I'm going to show you this really quick clip. 3 minutes 25 seconds, and it kind of goes through some of the things that Berger himself is going to talk about in terms of making a discovery. This is where you're going to get a couple questions from on your reflection. So thank you for going ahead to watch. This article is super interesting. You may be interested to read more of it. It's pretty long. I would originally, in a regular classroom, lead you through the whole thing, and we would notice the different times when Berger is kind of laughed out of his, what's the word, with his colleagues, and then when he's vindicated and they actually applaud him. But because of time and using too many videos, we'll let that go by the wayside this year. But I do want you to watch this short video, 3 minutes, and then answer some questions in your reflection about this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this, and then I'll probably sign off after that, and you will be responsible for those questions. Thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.
We do have our genus. What these discoveries are telling us is that there's a lot out there to be found. That we actually don't have the whole story of human evolution. I mean, it looks like it might be a fragment of like the superorbital torus or something. Oh my God. The Homo Naledi fossils are extraordinary in a wide variety of ways. We know they have the characters of an early member of the genus Homo. By comparing their morphology to other early hominids, we can see that we would place them right at the base of the lineage that leads to us. We've never seen a non-human that shares so many primitive and yet sometimes advanced characters. Tiny brain, curved fingers, but a generally human-like hand, long legs, and a human foot. You're looking at well over a dozen, in fact, probably around 18 different individuals, representing all different age spans from near fetal age to senile individuals who were at the last stages of their lifespan. When I first saw these images by my exploration team, I knew that we had to act. The Rising Star Cave System is one of the best known in South Africa. It's been caved continuously for more than 50 years. I had this fossil lying on the surface, and I could see that it had been damaged. So I called National Geographic to put together an expedition fast. How are you getting inside? The entrance is very, very difficult. To get to it, you have to move through a 7.5
Check
inch
that out, you guys.
wiggling your way across
Freaky.
sharp rocks before you drop into this remarkable little chamber. And the floor is quite literally comprised of parts of the bodies of these human ancestors. I've seen that now on the team. Look at this. Whoa! Tell them they're a go to collect. All right. You got the fossil. It appears, based upon the context, that we have discovered this incredible assemblage of hominid fossils in, is that they were deliberately placed there by their next of kin after death. Homo naledi was doing something that until this moment we thought was unique to modern humans. That is deliberate disposal of the dead. If this hypothesis holds true, that's an extraordinary thing. What Naledi has taught us is that there is clearly more out there that we didn't know.